Компания.
Were buried in the graveyard for radioactive waste. I will show you. We can see that graveyard from Pripyat. So looters, they were coming not to the town, but to that graveyard just with shovel. They called that graveyard Field of Wonders because in the Soviet Union in the 70s was deficit, was difficult to buy TV or radios, but people could just dig a bit and found them. Yeah, but they were of course radioactive, and that's why they opened every apartment in the Pripyat town, because they wanted to collect everything and to avoid looting after that. Interesting, but all furniture from the Pripyat was collected on the special warehouses for valuable stuff, and later they used this furniture in Chernobyl, for example. So people in dormitories in Chernobyl today, they sleep on beds of Pripyat citizens.
Oh god, that's
like this.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I ain't about that life.
And everything works in reverse here. You know,
what do you mean?
Normal war. You give your loved one a welcome here, it's a bad thing.
In the left here,
It's still here, it's a
force
bad
people to
thing.
buy tickets for the ship.
That shit on the shoulder, what you people say, it's a bad thing. I keep building the list and everything just works in reverse.
Whose counter is still
That's what I was thinking. It was a big thing.
Okay, we will go there, but let's go downstairs to the river port. There was pier, so people could take a ship here and go to Kyiv, for example. So there was ticket offices in that building and ships over.
so you could, this river goes to Pripyat, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much radiation came down the river? Yeah.
We cannot measure it,
Yeah.
but of
Okay.
course it's
Yeah.
flow to the Black Sea.
Yeah.
Here level of radioactivity is still high because water is stable.
Yeah.
This is the next place I'm going to get married at.
Andre, as reactors by the set, those big cranes, high level cranes, they were actually built like that for 30 years.
Yeah, some of them already fall down because they were too much. When we have longer too, we go And in the other side, yeah, we can see that flat area. So before disaster, that area was already prepared for construction of district number 8. Yeah, but after disaster, there was that graveyard for personal belongings of Pripyat citizens.
But you know what I think? It's better this way than part of the balls. You know?
We are now here in the river.
For the last 2 days.
Okay, so this would connect
Yeah,
water.
see, this is river, Pripyat, goes like this.
Okay.
Yeah, here people could take a ship, yeah, and go to like Pripyat, then to the Dnipro river and to the Kiev. And this is cooling pond here, like it's a dam.
Okay.
Behind this picture. And artificial lake, about
Okay.
12 kilometers
Close.
long. So here water is still contaminated as well as in cooling pond because it's not stable. All this water flows to the Dnipro and to the lake here. Water is 18
Nej, men det var liksom jättegott.
Ja.
Här någonstans. Typ här.
Let's go take a look inside of the restaurant. I don't think that no one is there. So.
It was some right here, yeah?
Yes, yes.
How much?
Before I saw a 4 and
They also do that because if you take anything.
same process to
Oh,
do more things.
that's actually pretty cool.
It was quite a good restaurant.
Yeah.
One of the best. We can find you some interviews of the engineers. The interview of the engineers from the power plant, and they say that I was sitting here drinking with coffee, and they told me that I have to go to the reactor. So they, like usually some main engineers told it, whoa, some big bug in you. Don't move.
Will it ever be safe to rehabilitate here in Grenoble? Will it ever be safe? Will it ever be safe to come back and live
No,
here?
I think no.
Never,
No,
not in
because
100
you
years.
remember that beta particles, yeah?
internet-
They are somewhere in the soil, they can be everywhere here.
And they never, so this is always going to be like this.
Actually, there are different elements. Some of them they have shorter half-life period. Some of them have longer. But by the way, we have this beta particles. Yeah, so it's for 100 years for sure. Also, there is such thing that beta particles, like actually already proven, they are heavy. So every year they go deeper and deeper in the soil. So maybe in a few hundred years it's even possible to do it. But now there's some crazy theory that it doesn't make any sense. Now it's not.
And maybe it's just because they have very strong support networks, they're very low, they have robust companies behind them. I don't know.
Yeah, I always wonder, like, why like, college students,
I speak Polish actually, I started to work here as Polish speaking guy, so it's very difficult to have a tourist with them because they really like go everywhere. And,
Polish has the worst environment. They go everywhere. So I'm like, okay, today.
you know, you cannot see it, and some people they believe on it, but they say like, it happens to me.
yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I got access to that.
Nej, det är så, men man kan
Victoria Day, I think.
What did you do going and make sure that the heating works?
It's like, I just haven't good thoughts lately.
I'd go myself. Or, yeah, he'll tell me. Yeah, I think it's I'll have to call a contractor.
It's funny. Someday.
But will he do that or he'll call you and you do that?
Rob. But at least Rob, you'll recognize it.
Yeah.
If I feel like it. If I don't, then at least I know it's a problem.
Yeah.
Unless it's something, unless it's something that is serious.
So there was district number 1. There was school number 1 in between that houses, but it's one of the buildings which already collapsed. You know, some of them really in bad shape, especially those which are made of bricks, because water can go inside. Actually, all the buildings in Pripyat in the end of '87 were conservated. Yeah, so they were closed, all the windows were sealed. Also, sometimes we can see pipes which are sticking just somewhere from the technical floor, like looks a bit unusual. Yeah, so it was for like additional drainage system for water from buildings. We wanted to save this building in better condition, but you remember I already told you something about our previous presidents. So during that time, Ministry of Emergencies, yeah, we have such strange ministry here, decided to start official governmental program of this like collecting and dismelting of scrap metal from the exclusion zone. So they removed almost all, like 95% of radiators from the Pripyat apartment. Sometimes it was very, like they were just throwing them through the window. Sometimes it was difficult to open the window because it was closed, you know, really, yeah, it's really hard to open it, so they were just sometimes throwing those radiators through the glass. That's why so many smashed windows. And after that time, water started to go inside, and wind also destroys the other windows after that, and buildings, some of them are in so bad shape. What is more strange, it was in year 2011-2012, so we already had tours here in the zone. People were walking near the windows, and sometimes, you know, these heavy radiators were just, you know, falling near them. Yes, it was like totally unsafe thing, but it was such time, you know. Like often people ask, like especially from the other countries from the east, like the Russia, why you had this revolution? Yeah, you had to understand how it was, you know. Like we had like more or less, like everyone complained about the government, so we had such government, but then that 4 years were just extremely crazy, and after that, yeah, people just decide to change it. Yeah, so also such thing happened here. And the most interesting, yeah, all the scrap metal, probably there were some contaminated, but they just remelted and sell somewhere. The similar thing was 2 years ago in the near the radar Duga 1. All the metal there was collected, but it was possible to decontaminate it. So in Duga 1 there is not like, it's not so close to the power plant. So they cleaned that metal using sandblaster and also remelted and sell somewhere. But here what happened to those radiators? And starting from here we have such administrative district of Pripyat town. So here we have few such facilities as cinema, music school, and then we go to the main square later. In front of us you will see fontaine, and there also before disaster was a statue of Prometheus. Maybe you know, it's one of the symbol of Chernobyl nuclear power plant because the statue today is in front of the power plant. It was decontaminated and just moved to the other place.
That's really nice. Andrei, can you tell again, you were talking about someone that didn't want to come back here to see the apartment.
Yeah, some people they just don't want, you know, to go here, those who live here.
Yes.
Because a lot of them, they continue to work on the power plant. They live today in Pripyat, in that new town.
The new town, yeah.
So they have permission, they can go here actually. But they, I had conversation with them and they told that they don't want just to see, you know, it was so beautiful, perfect town, and they want to save in their memory like it was and not how it looks today.
So if you have something that's contaminated and you burn it, are the ashes still contaminated?
Yes, even more
So
sometimes because you like some of these particles can be inside. You know, when an ash, you know, like it's even more contaminated.
Oh, so really burning stuff wouldn't help then?
No. They usually just bury it.
Yeah.
Burning stuff is like terrible
Yeah. Once we had a picnic not far from the exclusion zone, and after that we measured ash, and I understood that it was my worst picnic in my life because even not far from the zone, this firewoods could be contaminated. So here we had this fountain, and there we still can see some remains of the platform where was statue of Prometheus. And let's go closer. There is cinema.
The cinema has the same name.
Yeah, Prometheus, you know. Ah, you're from Bulgaria, you can read Cyrillic.
Yeah.
все чистенько, хорошо.
Пойдем уже.
Так, пойдем, а ну, слушай, а ну замери сколько.
Да, вот сделай. Yeah, but the problem is that in the Call of Duty, the map of the town is like totally wrong. They just took the one place and put there everything what people know about Pripyat. Like there is a Ferris wheel, this hotel, swimming
It's
pool,
all in the
like
same area.
yeah, all in the same area. Actually, it's not like that.
And the premise of the level is you only have certain areas you can go in and you'll die.
Yeah, and you have to go on the rooftop on the game of this building. This is a hotel, police, and to shoot someone near the power plant. And actually, power plant from here is quite far, but on the game it's like just few meters. Yeah.
There's a game for division.
No, Polisa.
Yeah, Policia. Policia. Yeah, not Rosia.
Yeah, Hotel Polisia. So what was the contamination? They took a whole the asphalt, few centimeters of soil layer, and they wash all the buildings. So I have when they started to remove the soil here. See two liquidators on the main floor. They remove soil. Later they clean the roads. Oh, you missed. I have one more picture how it was before. Yeah.
about a cat like on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Laying on the ground. Yeah, but it was warm.
One of the first after Chernobyl disaster, it was a big thing. Civilians like that and totally abandoned town. About 7 years ago, illegal tourists allegedly found letters on the roof they repaired.
So the letters on the roof right now.
Yeah, this are that one was
Я думаю, оно может Да, давай.
You said the theater was a typical project. You said it was yeah. So they would, like a typical project in the States, they would build a cinema with it.
yeah, you part like even we see this building also very famous building Palace of Culture. The same building you can find 60 kilometers to the south from here in a town with the name Ukraine. Yeah, so it was some typical projects. Or school number 1 in the Pripyat town is totally the same as my school for my hometown. It's so similar that I remember there in Pripyat school. In my school, yeah, you go to the second floor, third doors to the right, and there was biology classroom, and here is the same, you know, like it's not the same, just the same shape, but even the classroom is the same shape. And yeah, the picture of Palace of Culture made 1 year after the disaster. You see grass is higher, natural stars forward. Yeah, but you can see that yeah, nothing there. Because they try to decontaminate it in this and you see this they were currently revealed after that they were still illegal because they were not selling them. So someone just smashed all the windows.
Shit.
bort det. För det är ju så himla tomt att de skulle ha en sån grej. När de har en sån grej. Och det var ju bara... Och så stämmer och stämmer som en grej. Så att de... Lite bokstäver i alla fall. Och så får du upp det.